The FOI guarded Reverend Jackson until the Secret Service took it over. Listen, now I don't know nothing about arguing with members of the Jewish community, but I saw the way the papers were building that Reverend Jackson could be assassinated. So it's Saviours Day, 1984, I'm introducing Reverend Jackson, and I say, we can abide losing an election, but we cannot abide the loss of our brother. And if you kill this brother, he'll be the last black man, listen, just listen, that you kill. Not that we got power, but he's before us of God, and God will take up the fight. The next day in New York, a Jewish rabbi said, Farrakhan is the new black Hitler. Now, I have been taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I don't know nothing about backing down from a fight. If you're lying on me. So I started telling them, wait a minute. They call me the new black Hitler. Now the fight was on. Of course, later the Reverend had to let me go because I didn't know anything about how to be a surrogate speaker, you know. I just know what I know, and I was speaking what I know, but that was too hot, so they had to let me go. I want you to hear this. His doctor, who has passed away, came to the final call and said to me, Farrakhan, please don't attack Reverend Jackson. I said, Doc, you don't have to worry about that. When the press came to me and said, well, it's all over, ain't it, Farrakhan? I said, no, it's just beginning. I would not attack my brother because he was the hope of all of us in '84. So I could swallow his rejection of me. Now this is my history. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is my history, brothers. And I backed Reverend and told the people, back him, so that when he gets to the convention, we will be united, and maybe we could extract something from the Democratic Party. That was '84. We haven't extracted too much since then. I'm coming to our current president. Brothers, sisters, it had to be verified for me that Elijah Muhammad was alive and that I was not guilty of teaching falsehood to the people. Now, those of you who are Muslims, listen to me good. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the 17th chapter of the Quran called the Israelites, he had an experience experience where he was in the holy house and he was taken in an experience from there to Jerusalem, and from the Dome of the Rock, which the Jewish people called the Temple Mount, he went up into the heavens and passed by many prophets and then went in to be with Allah. And he and Allah were talking over prayer. And Allah told him, well, tell the people they should pray 50 times a day. When he came out, walked by Moses, Moses said, tell him that's a lot. Please go back and ask him to cut that down a little. And he went back, and the Lord cut it down a little more. And then he went back, he said, 20 times, 25 times. That's to pray, So finally, the Lord said, tell them 5 times a day. The next morning, Muhammad comes out. They know he was where he was all night long. And he tells them his experience. The minute he tells his companions his experience, some of them begin to doubt. Some of them said, well, how did he go? Did he go in a vision? Did he travel in his body? How did he go? And the prophet said, well, I saw what I saw. I heard what I heard. There's a caravan coming from Syria. They hadn't seen it yet. He said, and on one of the camels, there's a jar of water, and the man drank it, and it's half full. Sure enough, they did see later the caravan, the water, but they know he was where he was. He didn't leave where he was, but yet he was taken somewhere, saw something, heard something, and brought something back. I'm in a fight with the children of Israel. And I'm on my way to California to speak at the forum. 19,000 people come out. And the Jewish Defense League is marching. Who do you want? Farrakhan. How do you want him? Dead. They were trying to get Mayor Bradley, the black mayor, to condemn me. He was slow and he didn't do it. But the audience was just like you. The place was packed. And Farrakhan taught like he usually did. And the next day, the mayor condemned me. My wife and I slipped out of LA, drove down to San Diego, went into Tijuana, got on a plane, and went to Mexico.